Alright, so if you follow Alex Becker, you'll know he's made a lot of money and a lot of people extremely wealthy in crypto, in the AI, and in the gaming niches. But guess what? We have good news. Alex Becker is taking his talents to the meme coin world because honestly, he's probably got FOMO like all of us do. Meme coins are absolutely running right now. Even with the volatility leading up to this election, meme coins have been performing extremely well. And Murad, who is absolutely the savant out here, he's basically kicked off this meme coin run, has reached out to Alex Becker on Twitter. We talked about this in yesterday's video, so we're not going to go too deep here. But he's talking about the SPX 6900 and Giga as two of his favorite tier 1 memes. Becker has responded and said that he thinks that him, IlioTrades, and Murad are going to make a meme tier list video and make it public. And you know what's going to happen when you have three of the biggest influencers. Murad probably has the most influence out there at the moment. Becker would be number 2, and then Ilio number 3. These tokens, especially if they have smaller market caps on the tier lists, are going to absolutely fly. So that's why we're here. We're trying to get ahead of the news cycle because most people, by definition, are going to be late to the news cycle. And you guys are going to be exit liquidity if you don't move up that news cycle and get in before everybody dumps on you. It's not just important, it's the most important thing in crypto because you could be buying the best coin. Say you could be buying Bitcoin at $69,000 3 years ago and you still have to wait 3 years before you're into profit because you're buying at the wrong time because you're too far down that news cycle. That's our job, guys. Get as educated as possible, get as much alpha as possible, share it with each other, and we can actually prosper and get the same results as the best traders and biggest influencers. So in this video, I want to break down what tokens I think could be appearing inside this meme tier list. And we're going to start with the obvious ones because if Murad's on there and Ilio's on there, Becker isn't a meme coin genius. He has no idea really about meme coins. He's the AI and gaming guy. So he's going to be leaning heavy onto someone like Murad and onto someone like Ilio. So we've broken down Murad's portfolio plenty of times here on the channel. This is it. And he's got some smaller ones, the 37 mil market cap in Skibidi, the lock-in 60 mil market cap, the mini 50 mil market cap. These ones haven't run into the hundreds of millions of dollars yet, and it's possible that they will be on that list. He's actually got one at a $2.1 million market cap, Fungi, which we have confirmed. We have a tracked purchase from Murad's wallet himself. However, we can't be sure that that's what he's going to be bringing up because Murad recently has been talking about all the top tier ones. The two you recommended Becker in that tweet, SPX 6900 and Giga. And then, of course, we've got things like Bitcoin, Harry Potter Sonic Inu, which I think will definitely be there because Becker tweets a lot with the Giga Harry Potter with that strong jawline. It's got Harry Potter in the ticker name, and Murad loves it. PopCat, which we're going to talk about a little bit later because Crypto God John is now scooping up some PopCat with the recent pullback. Retardio is a really big one and a massive narrative. Murad thinks it's going to get to 19 billion. MOG, again, huge and one of the biggest coins that are running right now. It was at an 862 mil market cap. I believe it's about a $700 million now, but IlioTrades is a huge fan of this one as well. And of course, he will be on that tier list video. But I wanted to dive a little bit beyond the top tier ones, beyond what everyone could probably predict will be on that list. And the best way I thought that we could do this is if we come over to Alex Becker's Twitter together, because he has 1 million people following him, but he doesn't have a lot of people that he's following. And so if you go into these, you'll see probably 50% of these people are not crypto related. You've got people like Matt Wolf, who's in the AI, Bill Ackman, you got JD Vance, politicians and businessmen and software developers, Alex Hormozi. These guys aren't in crypto, but there are about 15 to maybe 20 crypto traders, Karush being one of them, Theo Trader, Journey Crypto, IlioTrades. And I think this is very interesting because you have to understand that Becker has to be getting his alpha from somewhere. He is not at the first stop in the alpha station where the news cycle is what we've been talking about. Get up that news cycle, get upstream. And there are people ahead of Becker, including someone like Ilio, someone like Crypto God John, who are decently ahead of Becker because they do crypto full time. Becker's main job is not crypto, but he comes in and does crypto influencing. People are feeding him information. And on Twitter, when Becker's scrolling his news feed, you're going to be able to see what he's being influenced by if you have a look at what these Twitter users' crypto recommendations are. So what I did is I pulled out the interesting ones, someone like Karush, and I have searched what their viewpoints on meme coins are and what their biggest meme coin convictions are. And we've got about 5 to share with you here. Now, Krush was interesting because there were actually quite a few people like this, which is where you think Sol meme coins, 100x leverage, paid signals, and complex indicators are going to make you rich. But in reality, it's consistent daily trading strategies. They're day traders. They're not actually going to be investing and holding meme coins long term. So that wasn't very helpful. However, Ilio, the guy who's literally going to be on the tier list video, is way more helpful. And fortunately for us, Ilio literally put out a video 3 weeks ago. You can go watch this whole thing if you want, but this here is the overview summary of all of his viewpoints on the top meme coins and the meme coins that he holds. And you can see in here, he's classed by proper cults, potential cults, and NFTs, which he does think are still going to make a comeback, which is an interesting take. But the proper cult ones are basically very similar to the ones we just looked at with Murad. So you've got Pepe, which is already a multi-billion-dollar token, and it's actually not a Murad recommendation. So that's a Ilio OG recommendation, and between that and Mog, there is 2 biggest convictions. You can see he classed them as religions, which is a level higher than cult, and Super, which is his own project, he's also got as a religion there, which may be biased, may not be. Now, the only one in this proper cult list that I found here that is not in Murad's list and is not already like something like WIF, which has a multi-billion-dollar market cap, is this second to bottom one down here, SCF, an absurdity cult. It's community-led, a literal attempt at a religion. And if you don't know what SCF stands for, it stands for Smoking Chicken Fish, which currently has a $42 million market cap and still got $5 million of daily trade volume. You can see it's actually had a massive pullback recently from 12.6 cents down to about 4 cents. So it could be an interesting time to get in, knowing that IlioTrades has it as a proper cult. It's got a lower market cap, and you think that he's going to be able to swing Alex Becker's perception on which of these meme coins are good. So that could potentially be a good one. Now, the biggest thing I want to say on all the tokens that you're hearing about in this video, all the tokens you hear about in Murad, Ilio, Becker's video, all the biggest, best traders in the world who get the best results, don't buy any of these. Most people are going to be losing money, 95% of people. And I don't benefit if you buy these things. They don't benefit if you buy these things. You're moving such little liquidity most of the time that it's not even going to swing up. And a lot of the time, someone like Becker, someone like Ilio, someone like Murad, they have to hold their tokens because if they sell it, the whole floor is going to come out. So 100% don't buy anything you see in this video unless you personally think it is a good idea. With that said, let's get on to the next person. Journey Crypto was one of the biggest influences in the 2021 bull run, and we used to do a lot of content breaking down his picks, breaking down his purchases, but he seems to have taken a back seat coming into this next one, which is kind of interesting because when I have a look at his top 5 meme coin recommendations for 2024, and to give him some credit, this was about 10 months ago that he put this up. I threw the transcript into ChatGPT. You could see that these meme coins do seem like last cycle's meme coins. He had Snack, which was on the Cardano, which is short for snake. There's not actually snack. This is just spelt wrong by ChatGPT. But the top 5 of them were really just last cycle's. Bonk obviously is Bonk and Pepe are somewhat new. They're like the bear market cycle here that absolutely ran. But I can't see that these 5 are going to be brought up too much. Although, however, Dogecoin is an interesting one because Crypto God John actually has a very interesting take on it, and we're about to jump into him in a second. But he says that if Trump wins, it seems like Doge is likely one of the easiest plays if they form the Department of Government Efficiency, which is the Elon Musk movement where they're going to help cut spending from the US government. And obviously the letters are DOGE, which would give life back to the Dogecoin token. One of the best looking charts as well, something worth monitoring if Trump wins, which I thought would probably be one of the only takeaways from someone like Journey Crypto's video. That moves us on to this guy right here, Trader XO, one of the 38 people Alex Becker is following. And he actually gets quite a bit of his alpha from Trader XO, and then I think there's also a Trader SZ or SZ, depending on where you're from, who Alex Becker follows both of them and gets a lot of alpha from. When I search on Twitter for what meme coins they like, however, he's got 2 recommendations. Kai, Khai, and he says it's a cat meme coin that could be very surprising on how it performs. And then there's another one, which is an AI meme coin play, Coco. Now, both of these were from April, which is a few months ago. And most of those tokens, they did actually run up post-tweet, but they have pulled back a long way now. So I can't see that Beck is going to be bringing these to the table. Feel free to go research them on your own if you think it is one of the 70% pullbacks to shake out the sellers before we absolutely skyrocket. It very much could be, but I'm going to be staying away from that. Because what I did find, on top of Ilio and on top of Murad, I like to stay with the same influencers, the one who we know who can call ridiculous calls. Like this is Crypto God John, guys. Have a look at this. This is from our inner circle. We track the best influencers, the biggest traders, and we see what type of returns they can make us. And Crypto God John on the leaderboard. So you can see this is Alex Becker's best call ever here, Sandbox, which was a 144x return. It would have turned 50 grand into $7.2 million. But apart from Becker, look who holds all the other top positions. It's Crypto God John with a 360x, 170x, 140x, 125. He's just called these 100x bangers again and again and again. So when I want to track people and copy trade them, I want to copy trade someone like Crypto God John. Even Murad with SPX 6900 is still ranking 8th at the moment, although that could very much keep running. And I am a believer that it will keep running, but at the moment, it's still not cracking that top 7 calls from Crypto God John. And before we get into the meme coins that John is recommending, if you do want to track the best traders and biggest influencers in the world, we reverse engineer their wallets and we'll send you buy and sell alerts, not for you to buy and sell, but to be notified when someone like Murad, Crypto God John, or Alex Becker, or any other influencers that we are following here in the wallet tracker make a purchase or a sale on the blockchain for the tracked wallets that we have on Ethereum and Solana. You will get notified and you'll be able to do your own research and see if you are wanting to jump into the same project. And of course, because we have the sell alerts, you'll also know when they're getting out and to see if you want to also get out at the same time. We also have a lot of awesome stuff inside the inner circle where we have portfolio breakdowns, rising token breakdowns, everything for you to get ahead in the news cycle so you can get the exact same results as the best traders and biggest influencers in the world, whatever those results look like in this bull run. If that's interesting to you, the link is in the description below. Now, on to Crypto God John's meme recommendations. Well, literally today, he bought into this big meme coin. And this meme coin is on Murad's portfolio list right here, PopCat at a $1.3 billion market cap. If we come back to John's tweet here, he says, I think the cat pops hard if we see a market bounce over the next few days, also pending the election. Down 35% from its highs, one of the strongest alts over the last few months. It's absolutely just ran up over the last few months. And you can see these 70% pullbacks are the things that people like Murad and now IlioTrades are actually looking for, shaking out the sellers. Think this leads memes if we see relief. Scoop some down here for a reversion play. You can see he scooped it down at $1.23 and he thinks it can pop back up to about $1.50. The other token, which has a much smaller market cap, a way smaller market cap than PopCat, and we've talked about this one a few times on the channel, it actually was a nice 850% return from the notification inside of our wallet tracker when it went off. And you can see that Crypto God John has added more JHH after 2 snipers nuked their full bag. So you can have a look at it. It ran up here. This was when John bought in, this little bump up here, and that's when the wallet tracker alert went off. And that's also when I bought in actually. And it ran up a nice 8.5x. Now, fortunately, I did dollar cost average my way out. I don't think John did because he got a sponsored bag. He's actually partnered with JHH. And it, as he says, nuked all the way down past below what John bought it in for because 2 people who bought really early sold large amounts and there's low liquidity in this token, which is why it's so volatile, volatile up, volatile down. But this is the token that he's literally recommended directly to Alex Becker. Alex Becker asked what's a good AI meme coin that hasn't pumped on Solana, and John said JHH. It pumped to 100 mil, pulled back to 30 mil. And actually, funny enough, we mentioned this in yesterday's video. And when we did, it was sitting at that $20 million market cap. It kept pulling back after John's tweet. And it's seen a very nice, juicy 43% gain over the last 24 hours. Since the speculation, I believe that they've got exchange listings, NVIDIA employees being onboarded, and someone like Becker could also jump on board. Because guys, if you want non-volatile tokens, if you want lower risk, go for the tokens in the billions of dollars. But you can see this only has $500,000 of liquidity. So small buys move this hugely. If someone came in and bought 100K of this thing would, it's going to be rough math here, absolutely pop maybe a $10 million market cap level because the liquidity is so low. But just like you saw, if someone's going to sell something with low liquidity, you can see it absolutely drop off a cliff. So this is very volatile. This is working with C4, and it could be a rocket ship to the moon, or it could just be an absolute nuke on your house. So be careful out there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.